Protect riders on the buses and on the rails, why it's making some of them get so emotional.
Now, ABC 7 News at 11, on your side.
Right now, really rattled nerves in Roslyn. Arlington County Police are searching for clues to find the man who attacked and sexually assaulted a woman this morning. It happened at the Atrium condominiums. Northern Virginia Bureau Chief Jeff Goldberg is live now with the latest on this investigation. Jeff, do we know how he even got into the elevator?
Well, the thought right now, Kimberly, is that he sort of piggybacked on top of one resident that was going inside of the condo complex. Arlington police have been canvassing the area all day today in and around the complex. Still no suspect in custody, but they are following up on quite a few leads. Meanwhile, this attack has left the victim with serious injuries and left this neighborhood in shock. The surveillance photos show the man trying to enter the building from the garage and front door, making no effort to conceal his identity. Police say once inside, he committed a brutal sexual assault.
I'm really scared.
Pimi Juntrangoon and John Keem have lived at the Atrium condo high-rise in Roslyn for a year.
It's a really nice area, especially this building is really nice. We never had any problems or anything in the past.
Arlington police say at around 9:30 this morning, the man was on a floor of the Atrium, knocking on doors, claiming to be a maintenance worker. Many residents, suspicious, did not open up and called the front desk. But one woman in her 50s did open her door, at which point police say the suspect forced his way inside, then physically and sexually assaulted her.
Just hearing about it is already, like, my heart was already dropped down to my feet. And I just could not believe that it's actually in our building.
There was a significant assault as part of this incident.
Ashley Savage with Arlington Police says it appears the man piggybacked behind another resident to get inside before committing the crime.
Multiple people could hear a dispute occurring in the residence.
He asked me if I had heard any screaming earlier that day.
Marie Nidus lives on the 10th floor and spoke with an officer she says was standing guard outside of a neighbor's unit.
I just hope that maybe this will be a message to the rest of the folks out there to be a little more cautious when people they don't know come to their doors. But it's scary. It's definitely scary.
And as Arlington police continue searching for this suspect, they are reminding people living in complexes like these to always remain safe and vigilant and never allow someone who is an unfamiliar face into the building. Live in Arlington, Jeff Goldberg, ABC 7 News.
Yeah, that's a tough one. Jeff, thank you. A major accident briefly closed the outer loop of the Beltway in Landover tonight. Several vehicles crashed at Central Avenue around 8:30. 8 people were taken to the hospital with serious but not life-threatening injuries. First responders closed the outer loop of the Beltway for about 20 minutes to clear that crash. Covering Metro now, as the agency prepares to close Orange Line stations for a month. WMATA workers push for more funding for the rail system. Some even got emotional during a rally this afternoon. Annalisa Gale is live at the Courthouse Metro Station with a look at their demands. And it was interesting, they didn't meet at Metro headquarters, Annalisa. They met in a community church.
That's right, Kimberly. For those who rely on Metro every day, this is a good opportunity for them to air out their frustrations, and they chose to do so in a church. In terms of what's next, right now, we've got a rare chance to hear from those on the front line. Jamcia Campbell is a bus operator for Metro. On Sunday afternoon, she talked about feeling helpless when her passengers are subjected to long wait times.
I'm actually heartbroken when I have to leave you at a bus stop. Knowing it won't be another bus for you. For 15 of them. 2 hours. 2 hours. For 15 minutes or more.
Other workers also spoke up about their concerns.
Due to lack of parts and inventory, we're forced to band-aid things, equipment that really needs to be replaced.
Essentially, they're calling for more funding for the rail system. The trick, though, is figuring out where to get it from. One of the proposals is to add a 1% sales tax in Maryland and Virginia.
Just a little, show and tell. That's a bag of pennies. It's 100 of them. I'm talking about one.
Metro Board Chairman Jack Evans says the system is in trouble if the sales tax isn't added soon.
In January of 2019, and this hasn't happened, we're stopping the trains. I'm not going to do this anymore. So my recommendation is we stop the trains.
Evans says the counties have to give the states an option to raise the sales tax next year. Surge 15 starts on May 16th. Live outside the courthouse metro station, Annalisa Gale, ABC 7 News.
Oh boy, all right, Annalisa, thank you. You can sign up to get alerts when problems delay your metro ride. Just head over to wjla.com/texts to sign up.